One of the biggest theme park chains in the world has set their eyes on the site of their next resort and park, and it's 45 minutes away from London. Yep, it's Universal. Creators of this, and this, oh, and also this.
So they have just completed finishing construction on Universal Beijing and are only 2 years away from completing Universal Epic Universe as a part of Orlando Resort in Florida.
So, what is it that makes us think they'll be coming to the UK for their next part? We have three main pieces of evidence before we hear what Universal have said and confirmed. Firstly, Universal has bought and acquired over 500 acres of land. Now, this will put it the second biggest theme park in the UK, behind Alton Towers. But we have to think a good majority of the land at Alton Towers isn't used for rides. It's used for things like the gardens, obviously the manor house itself, the various lakes, ponds, all of that. So imagine Alton Towers, but the gardens were flat and there were rides on it. It's massive. We think they bought some of this land, and they also bought a local company called Cloudwing UK, and they therefore acquired their assets, which included a large amount of land in Bedford.
Right, next up, we know Universal have bought the domains Universal Studios Great Britain.co.uk, Universal Great Britain.co.uk, and the .com version of both. This could suggest they are planning to have a new studio area of the park dedicated to the Universal films and intellectual properties. Shall we do that bit? Now we have one more piece of evidence before we hear from Universal about their intentions.
During an interview regarding Bedford's new road and rail networks, the mayor says that these new things will make Bedford the centre of the universe.
Finally, let's look at what Universal have said themselves. In an interview to the Bedford Independent, they said they have acquired the land and they are considering this as a potential site for future development as a resort. They do want to make it very clear, however, that this is a very early stage into the development and planning process, and it might not happen.
Finally, let's just talk a bit about why Bedford. I'm going to be honest, before this, I didn't even know anything about Bedford. But likely the reason they chose it was due to its heavy rail and road links. It's very close to the motorway, the M1, and it has two train stations in the town. So it's also 45 minutes away driving from London.
Finally, let's look at how this is going to impact the UK theme park industry. Along with being likely the best park in the UK, this will create a lot of competition. With it being leagues ahead of things like Alton Towers and Thorpe Park, this is a massive step up in their game and can even come close to competing. Overall, this is going to pull the whole industry up to universal level. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Bye.
Goodbye.